Welcome to GSPN, right in the center of campus for today's lacrosse matchup between Jonathan Law Lawman and the Griswold Wolverines in the final home lacrosse game of the year. And what would be senior night if we had any seniors, which we don't on this team. It is very junior heavy. So an anticlimactic final game. But it also marks the final Griswold game that we'll be covering on GSPN this year. Of course, tune in next week to ECC softball tournament play, as we'll be hosting it. But the Wolverines did not qualify, unfortunately. We'll have a whole ton of students calling that game with me. Michael Strain, AJ Hamill, Kira Nielsen, Sonia possibly, Ryan Palillo. But for today, in this lacrosse game, it's myself. My name's Cole Baccarelli, and I teach at Griswold High School. And off the opening draw, Griswold possession, Flem picks it up. Wolverines, if you watched on Tuesday, suffered a defeat. So the final score of that game was 18-4 against Stonington. And they're looking to bounce back today in the final game as the goalie takes possession for the Lawmen. One noticeable absent today for the Wolverines, Coranda Ruggiero, not here, as she's playing in a travel travel volleyball. As that's a ground ball, there's a fight for it. Adrian Walder's fighting for it. The Lawmen pick it up, and they look to go on the first attack of the game. Number 11 goes past Flem. Egg forces her back behind the goal. The pass out in front. That one's knocked down, and Lexi picks it up in goal for the Wolverines. It's kicked out to Araya Simon, who finds Emily Aviles. She has Flem right next to her. Kira Fleming with possession for the Wolverines. Fleming tries to get over to Aviles. Emily's fighting for it, and the goalie for the Lawmen picks it up. Wide open space. Crossing midfield is number 14, who cuts right around Anissa. Travels, fires a shot, goes wide of the goal. Out of play. Lawmen possession. Number 10 cuts past Emma Tucker right in front and shoots and scores. The Lawmen strike first. Jonathan Law up 1-0. If you missed last night, we covered senior night for softball. And speaking of softball players, Kira Nielsen is here today, as she was going to call the game for myself, but they needed a timekeeper, so K-Pop's down there. And Tommy Matson here, another student volunteer, getting in the volunteer hours, helping out with the filming of GSPN today. And after the first couple minutes, the Lawmen are up 1-0. Flem picks it up off the opening draw for the Wolverines, looking to bounce back. Flem comes in, fires a shot. It's turned away in front. Don't think it reached the goalie. Kaylin Stockwell picks it up for the Wolverines. Kicks it over to Aviles. Looking to complete the wraparound, fires a shot, goes wide. Out of play, Griswold ball. Griswold possession. Kira Fleming looks to find Karen out in front. She shoots and scores. Tie game. Santa Karen ties it up. And the egg is screaming that her name is JoJo. So we're going with JoJo for Siena. And now, taking the opening draw here is Aviles. And the Lawman fighting for it. Araya Simon goes underneath her. It's picked up. Griswold defense getting back. JoJo's fighting for it. She picks it up. Kicks it on over to Emily. It bounces back towards Siena. Emily's now fighting for it. And Emily Aviles picks it up. She's trapped and she loses it. Now there's a fight for it. And it goes out of play. Griswold possession. Emily Aviles cuts around number 15, past 14. Cuts through 3 defenders. She loses possession, picks it back up for the Wolverines entering the attacking zone. She finds Siena back over to Flem. Flem back over to Aviles. The shot wide. Ava Casey was closest to it, and Kaylin Stockwell is going to pick it up for the Wolverines. Kicks it back out to Flem in the corner. Kira Fleming looking for a cut. Doesn't have anybody. Brings it back out in front of the net. Turns on the Jets, looking to fire a shot, and whistle is blown. And off the turnover, it's Jonathan Law ball. Karen knocks it down. 21 for the Lawman picks it up. She kicks it out to 11, who finds number 1 crossing midfield. Jonathan Law entering the attacking zone. Pass over to 10. Araya Simon interrupts that pass. Good play from her. It's picked up from the Lawman. She cuts, shoots, and scores. Jonathan Law up 2-1 now, with almost 20 minutes remaining in the first half. No Coranda Ruggiero, so Emily's going to take the draw. No, this time it's going to be Kira Fleming, and the Lawmen win. And now she has a wide open path to the goal. Egg turns around, but she fires a shot and scores. Two goals in less than 10 seconds for Jonathan Law. They're now up 3-1. Flem taking the draw again, and it's blown dead. And Jonathan Law is going to win the draw. Number 8 cuts to her right, back to her left, right around Simon. Fires a pass. It goes through everybody. And Lexi with some hustle. I believe this should be Griswold possession. Emily Aviles with the ball for the Wolverines. Tries to move it up the field. Whistle is blown on Jonathan Law. And Griswold keeps possession. Aviles picks it back up for the Wolverines. Up to Siena Karen. Siena turns on the wheels, but loses the ball, and Jonathan Law picks it up. Whistle is blown. The refs seem to be talking over something. I can't quite tell from where we are, as play is completely stopped. And after a discussion, it's going to stay Lawman possession. She crosses the midfield. Jonathan Law entering the attacking zone. They have a 2-goal lead early on in this game. That ball is knocked loose. Good play from the Griswold defenders. Kira Fleming gets it, and now she has wide open space. Flem on the attack. Kicks it back out to Aviles, and it's blown dead. Emily Aviles with a chance to make this a 1-goal game. She's set, waiting for the whistle. Here it comes. Aviles fires a shot and scores. Emily Aviles, the junior, trims the lead to 1. And with almost 17 minutes remaining in the half, Griswold is now down 3-2. If you're just tuning in, press the subscribe button and help us out, as we have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers, as this is a student-run organization here at Griswold High School with Miss Jewel, Mr. Gunderman, and myself helping out as advisors. Flem going to take the draw for the Wolverines. Off the draw. Ball is loose on the ground. The Lawmen pick it up. And now it's a ground ball again. And the whistle's going to blow there on Sienna, as she just about cross-checked number 15 for the Lawmen. Sienna was shown a card right there, so she'll sit for the next couple minutes. And her dad, Scott, comes over and talks to her. Scott is the assistant coach for the Wolverines. Number 15 with possession in the attacking zone for Jonathan Law. Flem guarding number 1. Kicks it back over to the corner. Now Anissa is all over that Lawman. Cuts around, back by X. Picked up by Arias Simon. 24, back out to 14. Egg gets in the passing lane, interrupts it. Fight for the ball here. Tucker hits it up. And Griswold gets possession. Aviles passes through midfield. She's trapped, needs some help. Fakes, cuts back. Enters the attacking zone for the Wolverines. Griswold with a chance to tie this game now. Kira Fleming has that one stripped from her, but Aviles is going to pick it up. And Griswold slows down the offense right now. Aviles back over Fleming's head. Turnover. Jonathan Law on the attack. Egg picks up the attacker. Number 11 looking for an option. Kicks it over in the corner. That player's picked up by Anissa. Anissa forces her back by X. And Jonathan Law, the attacker, cuts back out in front of the goal. Whistle is blown. And the call is on Egg, I believe. Number 15 with shooting space right now for the Lawmen, looking to extend their lead to 2. Here she comes, fires a shot, turned away by Lexi. Rebound pops back out. It's up in the air. The Lawmen fighting for it. And the whistle is blown. This one might be on Anissa. And I believe it is. Sienna Karen re-enters the game for the Wolverines. as it's still Jonathan Law possession. Number 6 moves to her right, looking for an option. Griswold defense doing a good job getting in these passing lanes, and there we go. Emily Aviles picks that one off. Em needs some help. She's trapped in the corner. Spin move, gets around. The lawman, 14 chases her back down. Emily picks the ball back up. And finally, a whistle on number 8. Emily kicks it over to Flem, who has some space now entering the attacking zone. Fleming looks in, trying to tie the game, fires a shot, and scores. Egg is freaking out right now. they run. Egg and Flem with a big celebration, and Griswold has tied it on up. Oh my God, I forgot to mention it is Egg's birthday. So happy birthday to the to the Egg. And timeout is called. This game is tied with 14 minutes remaining in the first half. So yeah, happy birthday to the Egg. Next week, next Wednesday and Thursday, ECC softball tournament. Griswold is hosting, although we are not playing in it, but GSPN will be covering it. That's going to be some awesome, intense softball. And those of you who remember last year, Griswold played in the ECC tournament and won, and those were some of the best softball games you could have ever seen. And although our team won't be in there, it'll be awesome to enjoy some great softball from the teams that did qualify. I believe there are 2 games on Wednesday and 2 games on Thursday. We'll be covering all 4 of them. I'll be joined with Michael Schrain, Ryan Palillo, AJ Hamill, and possibly a handful of girls softball players, including Kira Nielsen and Sonia Matheson. So that'll be next Wednesday and Thursday. After that, one more event on June 3rd. Griswold High School will be hosting a fundraiser for Nick Guile. It is an awesome fundraiser. June 3rd, that's a Friday night. Please tune in to that and donate. There's a GoFundMe on Facebook, or attend in person, and right there you'll be donating to a great cause to help out Nick and his family get a wheelchair accessible vehicle. And that will be it for GSPN on the year. So that is Friday, June 3rd. So 3 more events, next Wednesday, next Thursday, and then Friday, June 3rd. Also keep an eye out the next day on June 4th, ECPA, Eastern Connecticut Performing Arts Association, hosting their annual Jazz Fest at Urechko's Tree Farms. You can get tickets online and visit the ECPA Facebook page. That event is from, I believe, 1 o'clock to usually 8:30. All day. Come out. You can come for some of the day or come hang out all day. A beautiful property here in Griswold. And that is put on by ECPA, which is a coalition of Eastern Connecticut schools. And we have a whole ton of high school students and middle school students who are involved in music, ranging from Griswold up to Woodstock, volunteering for that event. So off the draw, this game is tied with less than 14 minutes remaining in the half. The Lawmen with possession after allowing 2 unanswered goals from the Wolverines. Number 1 kicks it over to 15, who cuts, fires a shot, and scores. Jonathan Law takes the lead, 4-3. Changes being made here for the Wolverines. Looks like Dridi Patel is going to enter for Ava Casey. So a couple freshmen swapping out right there. Forgot to mention, looking at the lineup today for the Wolverines, Brooke Valentine, Adrian Walders, Emily Aviles, Dridi Patel, Lexi Emanuel, Kiara Fleming, Sienna Karen, Kaylin Stockwell. The Egg, Kiana Ego. That's a shot in front. Score, Jonathan Law. 2 goals in the matter of 10 seconds. They're now up 5-3. The egg is here. Kiana Ego, it's her birthday. Olivia Fryer is out, as she is out for the remainder of the year. Hope to see Liv back healthy for volleyball next year. Emma Tucker. Addison Ryan is also out. Hope to see Addie healthy next year for basketball, as she's out for the remainder of the year. Araya Simon. Corinne Ruggiero not here today, playing travel volleyball. Ava Casey. And, of course, number 96, Anissa Hypolite. Tell you what, I will not be messing with Anissa, as she is a stone-cold killer back there on defense. Defense led by Anissa. And the egg, of course. Jonathan Law wins the draw. They're on the attack again, looking to score 3 goals in the matter of 20 seconds. She cuts, turns around, looking to fire a shot. There it is, and there's the goal. 3 goals in the matter of about 20, 25 seconds coming out of that timeout. Jonathan Law up 6-3. Well, this has been a very back-and-forth game so far. The Wolverines already have been in a 2-goal deficit. Now they're in a 3-goal deficit, as it's very crucial that they win this draw and score the next one before it gets too out of hand. So we approach 13 minutes remaining in the half. And that one is blown dead. We're going to have a redo on this draw, as it's Emily Aviles now taking it for the Wolverines. Emily is a junior 2-sport athlete starting varsity volleyball. And it'll be exciting to see her next year in her senior year. She's going to lose that draw. The Lawmen pick it up off a big bounce, but they don't have a clear space to the goal. They're going to have to set their offense up by 3 goals right now. Lawmen looking to blow this one open early. They move the ball around to the corner. Back by X. The egg picks up number 10. Nice defense from the egg. She's fighting for that one. It somehow lands back in the Lawman. Comes back for the wraparound. The egg cracks and goes flying. And that shot is wide. Both the girls come up. They look to be okay. And Kiana, when you're going back later tonight, listening to this replay, you're welcome for saying the egg cracks. With 12:25 remaining in the first half, it's going to be Jonathan Law possession here. Shooting space, obviously, after the egg flat out tackled the Lawman player. She comes in, cuts, shoots, and it looks like it was off the post. Bounces back out. Number 15 for Jonathan Law. Tried to find a cutter, but nice play from the egg as she got a piece of that pass. Aviles brings it up the field for the Wolverines. Emily has some space now. She cuts around one defender, fires a shot that went wide, and the goalie for the Lawman's going to pick it up. The goalie launches that one out all the way to midfield. Number 14 enters the attacking zone, gets right around Araya Simon. The egg trying to defend her, shot and score. 4 unanswered goals in the last 2-3 minutes. And the Lawmen are now up 7-3. The egg did the best she could on the last line of defense there before Lexi, and there's a nice shot from the Lawman player. 11:25 remaining. Off the draw. Score 7-3. Aviles takes the draw. It goes past Flem. The Lawmen pick it up. They have a chance right now. Goes past Tucker. Here comes Egg, and that shot is fired over the goal. And it's going to be Lawman possession. Good job from the Egg disrupting that shot. The Lawmen kick it all the way back out. Adrian Walters called. No, the call is going to be on the Lawman girl, who has to start behind Adrian. So the ref blows the whistle. Walters now enters the attacking zone for the Wolverines. She cuts around one player, looks to cut around a second player. Good defense from the Lawmen. Adrian forced all the way back behind goal, looking for a cut, comes back, fires a shot, and scores. Adrian Walters stops the bleeding for the Wolverines. They're now down by 3. As we approach 10 minutes remaining in the half, Griswold's keeping this one competitive. Couple changes here for the Wolverines. Looks like Ava Casey enters on defense for the birthday girl, the Egg, who's going to take a breather. Kiana missed all of basketball and was not cleared to play lacrosse. We were afraid she wasn't going to play this year, but finally did get cleared, which I'm so happy for her. And also a huge shout out to Kiana. She's part of Student Leadership Council with myself and Miss Hannah McNeil, our advisors. There's a shot and score from Jonathan Law. A quick answer from the Lawmen. As I was saying, the Egg, part of Student Leadership Council with myself and Miss Hannah McNeil, and she brought to us a couple months ago a fundraiser idea for Ukraine. And we sold bracelets that supported Ukraine's cause in defending the invasion from Russia. And the other night, the home plate umpire in the Yankees-Orioles game was spotted wearing one of Kiana's bracelets. So huge shout out to the Student Leadership Council at Griswold High School and Kiana Ego for coming up with that idea and facilitating it and selling those bracelets either online and at the lunch waves. And speaking of the Egg, she's back out there on the field after the Lawmen score a goal. They're now up by 4 again. Under 10 minutes remaining. Jonathan Law on the attack. Back behind. And X comes out for a wraparound, kicks it over to Cut, who fires a shot and scores. Not much there, not much more the defense could have done. For the Wolverines, as the Lawmen now have their biggest lead, they're up by 5. 9-4 is the score. With 9:16 remaining in the half. Emily takes the draw, goes right to a Lawman, cuts through Raya Simon, and Lisa shoots and scores. She split the defense and extends the lead to 6. And Scott Caron's calling for a timeout there, and Griswold's now burned both their timeouts and still in the first half. And I agree with him, though. He has to do it. They have no choice, as this thing was competitive, but it's been blown open by the Lawmen, who are now up 10-4. So both teams will take a breather for the next couple minutes. 9:16 left. Jonathan Law up by 6. Coming out of the timeout, Griswold with some work to do as Jonathan Law has the largest lead of the day, up by 6. Aviles fighting for the ground ball. She picks it up. No, she loses it. Goes right out of her stick. It's still on the ground. Emily's fighting for it. It tossed back up in the air. And it's picked up by the Lawmen. What could have been the first attack from the Wolverines in the last couple minutes isn't. The Lawman player turns on the Jets, and she goes back around to X, trying to extend the lead to 7. Look for the cut, wide open cut, but she lost the pass. It goes over the goal. Whistle is blown. And this will be Griswold possession as Lexi has it. As she has to watch the player behind her. She's going to come out. All the way out. Lexi is going to cross midfield. The goalie kicks it over and she finds Adrian. She's going to retreat all the way back to goal. Aviles on the attack. The whistle is blown. And M will have shooting space right now. Griswold trying to stop the bleeding. Emily's shot goes wide. And it will be Jonathan Law possession after Emily's shot goes out of play. The Lawmen enter the attacking zone with ease, and they set up their offense. Number 10 cuts, tries to get past Sienna, fires a shot. Nice save by Lexi. Kicks it back out over to Sienna on the far side, who tries to find Adrian. That one's picked off by a Lawman player. She cuts around Emma Tucker, goes all the way to the corner where Anissa picks her back up, kicks it back out on top, and the Lawmen set up their offense again. She's going to cut all the way in front of the goal and fires a shot over the net. Egg chases it down. This will be Griswold possession. Little lapse in judgment there from the Griswold defense, but Jonathan Law didn't pick it up. Egg forced behind her own goal here. And she moves up the field, finds Sienna. Sienna kicks it over to Flem. Flem peels back, moves to her right, enters the attacking zone for the Wolverines. Trying to trim this lead to 5. Kira Fleming looking for a cut. Went for the wraparound there, and the whistle is blown. It's going to be Jonathan Law possession as we approach 5:45 remaining in the first half. Number 24 crosses the midfield. On the attack, goes past Simon. Anissa picks her up. Good play from Anissa. Turnover, Griswold possession. Aviles kicks it all the way out to Walders. Walders has Dreedy in front of her. Adrian on the attack. Moves to her right. Throws that one over to Stockwell. Fires a shot off the side of the goal. The rebound kicks all the way back out to Brooke Valentine. Brooke in the corner. She's going to cut in front of the goal. Has a chance to fire a shot. That one's turned away. Stockwell's going to pick it up for the Wolverines. And she stepped out of play. It's going to be Jonathan Law possession. That one's loose. Anissa's chasing it down. And it goes out of play. Griswold possession. Under 5 minutes remain now. Anissa needs some help. She has nobody to pass it to. She finally finds Sienna, who enters the attacking zone. Cuts through 2 defenders. Kicks it up to Dreedy. And a whistle is blown on the Lawman defender. And Dreedy Patel will have shooting space. Dreedy comes in, fires a pass over to Aviles and scores. Beautiful feed from Dreedy Patel. Emily Aviles picks up her second goal. Griswold now down by 5. A couple substitutions made by the Lawman, and now Ava Casey is going to enter for Brooke Valentine, the freshman for the Wolverines. Off the draw, it's up in the air. Emily's fighting for it, and she picks it up. Griswold enters the attacking zone. Emily cuts around one defender. That one's knocked out, and a whistle is blown. And Aviles has shooting space, looking to trim this lead back down to 4. Emily cuts in, fires a shot, turned away by the goalie. Rebound bounces back out to Adrian Walders. Walders looking for a passing option. She goes down hard off the contact. And the Jonathan Lawman defender, number 8, is shown a yellow card. .240 remaining. Walders' pass picked right off by a Lawman who has wide open space. Flem trying to chase her down. That's number 14 entering the attacking zone. Egg picks her up. And it's turned over. Sienna Karen has it now. She loses it. It's on the ground. The Lawmen pick it up on the far side. They're going to re-enter the attacking zone as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the half. The Lawmen trying to extend their lead. Flem picks up number 14, who slows up Jonathan Law's offense. Kicks it over to number 7. Emma Tucker guarding number 7. She cuts past Tucker. Aviles forces her to drop the ball, but she picks it back up. Now both Tucker and Aviles all over number 7. Good defense from both those girls. Aviles is going to pick it up for the Wolverines. Aviles kicks it on up right through Stockwell. It'll go all the way out of play. And Jonathan Law possession as we approach 1 minute remaining. Number 14 for the Lawmen picks it up. She goes past Emily Aviles, finds number 7, Sienna Karen right there. Emma Tucker on her now, forces her in the corner. Number 10 tries to catch that pass. She misses it. Flem's fighting for it. 10 picks it up. Out of play. And no, it was not called out play. It looked like the ref was pointing like it was going to be Griswold ball. But nope, it'll stay Lawman possession. They reset their offense. Number 20 with the ball, 30 seconds remaining. That one's loose. It's on the ground. And whistle is blown. It will be Jonathan Law possession. 15 seconds remaining. Griswold tries to just hang on. Scores 10-5. Number 10 has it. She's backing up now. 5 seconds remaining in the half. The clock is going to run on out. And K-Pop fires the horn to end the first half. Jonathan Law up by 5. The score is 10-5. It'll be about a 5 to 10 minute halftime. We'll be back right here on GSPN. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the half, Jonathan Law up 10-5, and K-Pop got kicked out of her job, so she's she's stuck with me. And shot and score. Aviles with the goal.
Oh, that was us?
Yeah, we scored. Look at that, K-Pop. And that's a hat trick for Emily. And Griswold now down by 4. As who kicked you out, Mr. Cravino?
I believe so, yes.
He's got to update the score. He's slacking.
Oh, it's 6-10?
Yeah, should be. And off the draw, Griswold's going to maybe pick it up. It's a ground ball. And Flem just couldn't field it. And Flem, Adrian, and Emily were all over that Lawman. What's their name? Jonathan Lawman.
Really? The Lawman?
The Lawman.
Ooh, that's awful.
That is. That's an interesting one.
Is it like a high school law school?
No, it's just a private school. And that's what they go by. Nice play by the Egg, and whistle is blown. Yeah. I don't know why that's not there. Off the whistle. Lawman on the attack. Shot goes wide, out of play. And there you go. Scoreboard's updated. Now it's 10-6. Lawman on the attack. That shot goes wide as well. Out of play. Oh, well, we remain. Lawman possession. Anissa defending the Lawman attacker as that pass goes all the way out to Walders. A gift for the Wolverines. Adrian on the far side. Cuts back to her left. Kicks it over to Aviles. Has some space. Fires a shot. Goes wide. Out of play. Ava Casey looked to be closest to it. Yes, she was. And it will be Griswold possession. Ava on the attack for the Wolverines. It's kicked out to Flem. Flem fires a soft shot there. Aviles swipes that one out of the goalie's stick. Whistle is blown. And that call was on a Lawman, so Walders with the ball. She spins back to X, gives it up to Aviles, who's looking for an option out in front. She has nobody. Emily moves back to her right, looking for a wraparound, fires a ground ball shot, goes wide. Griswold keeps possession. So K-Pop, we had final softball game last night.
Yep.
How do you feel? Your first season under your belt.
Yep. I'm upset that it's over, but I think we ended it on a good note because, I mean, we did lose, but it was a fun game, and
yeah,
we all got it better. So
all the way up to the 6th inning, that was a competitive game for sure.
Yeah, until that inning when we made like a lot of errors.
Yeah,
it was good. It was like close, you know.
You guys imploded a little bit that inning. Nothing beats last year when you were in 8th grade, and your sister. You guys, we were watching your sister play in the tournament game. And it wasn't just Michaela, it was everybody on the Griswold team was making errors. That was such a worse inning, and there's a whistle blown. But no, besides that, last night you guys did really good. So we'll see what happens next year. Losing 5 seniors is pretty tough.
Yeah, we can keep practicing even though we didn't make ECCs because like technically it's like legal.
Right.
So on Monday we're gonna start JV and varsity practicing together, and he's trying to get the incoming 8th graders to practice with us so we can prepare for next season. Do
you know anything about those incoming 8th graders at all? Do you have a lot of numbers, or because I remember last year asking about incoming 8th graders. They mentioned you and Abby were the 2 big names. Do you know anybody yet, or?
There's a couple.
Okay.
I don't know about other schools. Coach is saying he has some pitcher coming up from another school
Okay.
I've looked all over. I don't see one, but if we do, that'd be amazing. I know there's a couple of 8th graders at Griswold that play softball. They'll be coming up, so
right.
hopefully they can make it on Monday.
That'd be good for sure. That shot bounced all the way back out. As the Lawmen are on the attack, trying to extend their lead back to 5. That was a weird bounce. I've never seen a shot ricochet back out like that. And that one's fired wide, out of play. Jonathan Law possession. Jonathan Law on the attack. She cuts back around past Mariah Simon, shoots and scores. And Jonathan Law takes a 5-goal lead. It looked like the refs were discussing something, and now Emily Aviles is going to come over and talk about it with the officials.
Shocker, she's going to go talk to them.
Yeah, right? I don't think a game will go by where Emily isn't debating something, but
no yellow card yet.
No yellow card.
Only one for JoJo.
Hey, the game is not over yet, all right? Give Emily some time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She'll pick one up. Yeah, one for JoJo. You guys have the craziest nicknames.
That's
Egg.
what Marty calls her, so.
Well, yeah. 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 Egg Phlegm.
Large Phlegm.
Large, no.
You have medium Phlegm over there. I see him.
No, you.
Little Phlegm, I'm pretty sure, is playing lacrosse over there. Yes, he is. I can see the mop from all the way over here.
So all the Phlegms. Yeah,
All
he
the
does
Phlegms.
have some flow. All the Phlegms are here.
Papa Phlegm's over there.
K-pop stretch.
Michaela was so mad you
Was she
announced
really?
her.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was, wasn't she? I heard her.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. Off the draw.
Oh, they all can't get over the line. I didn't even know that was a rule.
Yeah. It was so close. There's been a couple times this game where it's almost crossed where Wolverine can pick it up, but they can't. It's going to be Lawman in possession here. That shot's fired and scores. Jonathan Law now up by 6. The score's 12-6. Under 20 minutes remain in the game. Why JoJo? Do you know what the background is on that one?
I don't know. That he calls her JoJo. Like he thinks that is her name. So they all just started calling her JoJo. Did you hear him after she scored?
No, did he
He
say
was
JoJo?
like, "Go JoJo!"
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I mean, Scott is screaming, Sienna this, Sienna that. Oh my God, you should hear him. I was right next to him. He always has something to say.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know, Scott. You can hear Scott for sure. And off the draw, Aviles taking it, but the Lawmen pick it up. Egg knocks that one out of the Lawman stick. Phlegm's going to pick it up, take it over to M. Aviles enters the attacking zone. She has some space. She's going to go right to the goal. It's loose on the ground. Emily's fighting for it. And a whistle is blown. Goalie kicks it all the way out to number 25 at midfield, who has some space. JoJo's chasing her down. Anissa closes her off, forces her in the corner. She throws it back out, trying to find somebody in front, goes through a whole bunch of girls to the far side. Jonathan Law is going to set up their offense. It's Egg's birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Egg.
She was wearing she was wearing a happy birthday ribbon up until the refs made her take it off. And speaking of the Egg, she swipes at number 14, misses. She gets past her and scores. Another goal from Jonathan Law. And this one was close for the longest time, but it's been all Jonathan Law in the second half. Really almost like the softball game last night. You guys were competitive up to the end.
Yeah. Their pitcher was like the fastest speed we've seen in quite a few games.
Yeah, and then she started to mix up that off speed as well.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was.
I think she struck me out twice on the changeups.
She was fooling you guys for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had good stuff.
Good pitches too. A couple rise balls.
And that shot and scored. Number 10 for Jonathan Law. And they're just piling it on now. It's 14-6. 2 goals away from a continuous clock. And Kira, thank you for, let's check my wrist as if I have my watch on, and I don't. K-Pop's going to go over and volunteer at another event at the middle school. So Kira, thanks. I'll see you tomorrow in school. Yep. Awesome. Have a good night, my friend. And with 17:25 remaining, Griswold's now down by 8. Off the draw, Aviles loses that one. Jonathan Law picks it up. She cuts right past a couple Griswold defenders, turns around. Jonathan Law slowing it up. Number 1 moves past the screen from 14, kicks it in the corner to 21. Was guarded by Anissa, looking for a cut. And egg is called for the penalty shooting space coming here for the Lawman. She cuts in. Kind of fired a half shot there. It goes right into Lexi's stick, and Lexi's going to come out of goal again here. She travels up to midfield, passes it on up to Dridi Patel. Dridi loses it. Whistle is blown on number 10 for the Lawman. Dridi tried to kick it over to Aviles, but number 14 read it. Saw that pass coming. She's going to enter the attacking zone. Flem on the back check there forces the 14 to turn it around. She kicks it over to another Lawman player who cuts around Aviles, goes right to goal. Araya Simon forces her back behind at X. Lawman setting up the offense as we approach 15 minutes remaining. Pass to a girl down in front whose shot goes over the goal. This one will remain Jonathan Law possession. Jonathan Law on the attack. Spin move, shot and score. Beautiful goal there. And Jonathan Law is up 15-6. And with 15:22 left, Aviles is out there taking the draw. Griswold down 15-6. And if you see on the bottom of the screen, it's Egg's birthday. So that's what we're here celebrating today. And Jonathan Law on the attack. Number 10 picks it up. Back by X. Kicks it over to the corner. Kaylin Stockwell exits the game. Brooke Valentine enters on the attack for the Wolverines. who have not had an offensive zone possession in a while. 14 with the ball for Jonathan Law, guarded by Flem. She goes around a couple girls, cuts in, fires a shot, and scores. And now up by 10. There will be a continuous clock. If it stays this way, less than 15 minutes remaining in the game. Looking on the sideline, Stockwell has a bin full of stuffed animals, which I have to assume are Emily Avila's. Possession of Emily, who for some bizarre reason has a different stuffed animal every single day in class. Don't ask me. I don't know. I've asked. No clue. No answer to it. But there are quite a few different personalities here on this Griswold lacrosse team, to say the least. Speaking of Avila, she wins the draw. Kicks it on up to Adrian, who cuts to her right, trying to split a couple defenders. Goes around on the outside. She has some space. She tries to find Avila's. Beautiful pass and beautiful goal. Fourth goal of the game for Emily. Walders with the assist. Adrian's looking pretty good today. She scored a goal and has an assist this game. Griswold now down 16-7. Off the draw, goes all the way out over to Sienna, trying to pick up a ground ball. She does. Sienna Karen, otherwise known as JoJo, enters the attacking zone. Sienna still with the ball. Kicks it on over to Flem. Flem looking to cut out in front. Comes back around to X. Flem with some wide open space. That shot is turned away. Brooke Valentine's chasing it down. And let's see what the call is here. I believe Brooke was closer. Valentine on the attack, turns it back around, kicks it over to Flem. Flem finds Emily. Emily's waiting back at X, looking for a cut. Doesn't have anybody. Aviles comes back around on top and resets the offense. She has Sienna back behind her. And Emily lost it there. She's going to pick it back up. Now has some space to work with. Aviles in the attacking zone. She has Dreedy in front of the goal. Dreedy makes a cut. Brooke Valentine comes back down. Avila slows it up. Back at X. The defender giving her some space. Sienna Karen cuts on through. Avila still holding on to it. Emily has Flem to her left. She kicks it on over to Flem. Flem makes a move, trying to get in front of the goal, turned away from the Lawman defender. Flem has Aviles to her left. She kicks it on over to Aviles. Emily looking for a passing option. Cuts in front, trying to spin, fires a shot, and scores. Probably the best offensive zone possession today for the Wolverines, and Emily Aviles picks up her 5th goal of the game. That's 9 goals in the last 2 games for Emily. Off the draw, Emily Aviles wins the draw. Adrian Walders now with possession for the Wolverines. Kicks it back out, shot, and score. Aviles, 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. That's 6 on the day for Emily, a double hat trick. The score is 16-9 with 11:37 remaining in the game. As this is the last home lacrosse game and last home Griswold sport we are going to cover this year. Jonathan Law on the attack, and shot and score. 17 goals on the day for Jonathan Law. As the continuous clock stopped, as Griswold started to trim into that 10-lead deficit. But now the Lawmen answer again, and if they score 2 more, we'll go on to a continuous clock. Couple substitutions made for Jonathan Law. And off the draw, Aviles wins it. Walters picks it up, and she has some wide open space to work with now. Number 7 chases her down. Walters fires a shot, and it's turned away by the goalie, who passes it all the way out to midfield. And now the Lawmen have some wide open space of their own to work with. Wide open. Breakaway, shot, and scored. No Griswold defender in sight. And Jonathan Law scores another one. 18-9 is now the score. Emily Avila is taking the draw for the Wolverines. And whistle is blown, and I believe they're going to redo that one. Whistle is blown. And Emily Avila is with possession for Griswold, looking to pick up her 7th goal of the game. Aviles cuts in the middle. She's going to go all the way to goal. Picks it on up, fires a shot that goes wide. That ball's rolling to the corner. It stays in play. Ava Casey fighting for it. Nice play by Ava, and Brooke Valentine's going to pick it up. Brooke Valentine with some space, turns on the wheels, goes back out on top. Brooke runs all the way around, tries to find Aviles down low. There's a fight for the ball, and the whistle is blown. It's going to be Jonathan Law possession here. And the Lawman on the attack. She goes past Anissa. Egg picks her up, forces her back around X. Adrian Walters exits the game after having a great game today. Kaylin Stockwell enters. And Sienna Karen steals that one from a Lawman player. As it looked like Walters exited with a small cut on her. She looks to be okay. Aviles on the attack for the Wolverines. Fires a shot, goes wide. It's going to go out of play, but Brooke Valentine will be there. And it stays Griswold possession. Brooke kicks it back over to Emily, who has Flem back by X. Emily in the corner. She finds Flem, looking for the wraparound. Beautiful goal. Kira Fleming, her second of the game, with an assist from Emily Aviles. And Egg Egg is screaming like a madman running up the field. And Egg and Flem celebrate with 8:45 remaining in the game. Walders is going to enter the game after getting her hand taped up. For Ava Casey, who's had a pretty good game for the Wolverines. And Casey's going to stay out there. She's going to come and sub out Anissa, who has played the entire game for the Wolverines. And Anissa celebrates on the sidelines after a pretty good job today back there on defense. Number 10 kicks it on up for the Lawman, finds number 18. She has some wide open space now. And nice back check from Ava Casey disrupting that pass. She's going to fight for it in the corner. A whistle is blown. And great play from Ava Casey. She has the ball for the Wolverines. Cuts past one Lawman. Ava sends it on up. Tried to find Walders, but the pass is picked off by a Lawman. That one goes past number 14. It's picked up by Emma Tucker. Tucker fending off the Lawman. She goes down pretty much by herself and now sitting on top of the ball. And the whistle is blown. This will be a Lawman possession. Number 18 kicks it over to 23. Walters is fighting for it. That's still a ground ball. Jonathan Law picks it up. Less than 8 minutes remaining in the game. Number 18 charges towards the goal, kicks it on over behind the net. That one's going to go out of play. Jonathan Law possession. Emily Aviles enters midfield for the Wolverines. Cuts past one Lawman. Aviles might have been out of play. I believe she was. And turnover. Lawman possession, not for long. After that pass goes through a couple girls. Egg fights for the ground ball. And she picks it up for the Wolverines. And Lexi, the goalie, is going to come all the way out again. Lexi charges past midfield. Lexi has that one tripped. And Aviles is going to pick it up, and Lexi retreats all the way back. Whistle was blown there. Aviles still has the ball for the Wolverines. Emily looking for her 7th. Whistle is blown again. That's going to be a turnover. Jonathan Law ball. 5:45 remaining in the game. Jonathan Law, possession. Girl cuts around Dreedy. And Flem and the Jonathan Law player go flying to the ground. That's a couple pair of number 12s there. Look like some just accidental contact between the two ladies. And they're both okay. Kicks it up to number 15. 1 over to 21, who fires a shot and scores. Number 21 for Jonathan Law, back up by 9. So if, barring any miracles, not the way that the girls lacrosse team wants to end their season here, but one thing's for sure, they've had fun playing. This is, I believe, a self-funded team as they fundraise to keep their operation going, and it's great, and they deserve more for sure. And I know there's it's already out there, there's going to be an athletic proposal coming up eventually to update the facilities here at Griswold High School. And let me tell you what, it is time. It is time. So please support your kids here in this town. Vote yes for that facility, and let's give them an upgraded facility for all the sports here at Griswold High School. Will benefit from it. It's overdue. It is certainly time. And the whistle is blown. We're going to look away now. The score is 19-10 with 4:42 remaining. All right, so with 4:42 left in the game, we are going to call it right now. The final score is going to be 19-10. Lexi went down, and she's now up and looks to be okay. And after a couple, like maybe a 5 or so minute delay right there, both teams have decided that that is going to be enough, as the referees came over and the coaches came over. So not the way that we wanted to end, but the best news is Lexi is okay. So congratulations to Griswold Girls Lacrosse, and happy birthday to Egg. This technically would have been senior night, but no seniors. So we're going to see all these girls next year for sure. And for us at GSPN, although that marks the end of the Griswold sports season, we're going to continue as we have big-time action next week. Wednesday and Thursday, Griswold girls softball, ECC softball tournament hosted by Griswold. We're covering 2 games next Wednesday, 2 games next Thursday. Tune into that. And then June 3rd, Nick's Ride. So there's still more for us, but that's going to do it for Griswold action on GSPN. Congratulations to the softball team. Congratulations to the lacrosse team. And thank you very much to our student volunteers today. And for Mr. Gunderman and myself, we'll see you next Wednesday. Be there. Myself, Michael Strain, AJ Hamill, Ryan Palillo, Sonia, and K-Pop will be there as well. Egg?
Hello.
Hi, Egg. Happy birthday. How are you?
Thank you. I'm really good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Are you good? Yeah?
No.
Your Flem scored 2?
Yep. I was so proud of her.
Yeah, I saw. You ran like a maniac up the field.
Yes, got my exercise in.
You're going to play goalie. Why don't we do that? Come on.
Because
that was it, huh? That was
we
it.
didn't have subs.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But that would have been sick. Yep. All right, Egg. Good talk.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Egg
Egg did crack, and I called it when you went down. So there's, I can't. There's Egg. That's a perfect ending. Thank you, Egg, and thank you, Girls Lacrosse. Congratulations. Aviles, you want to come on up? Come on up. Come on up. Aviles, yeah, six goals, Aviles. 2 goals and then a couple assists. Yeah,
yes.
Good job, Adrian. Adrian, wait, what's up?
Hello. This is Sky.
The Sky. All right. The Sky's up. Where'd you get a cup? You got a cupcake?
Yeah.
Nice. Am I gonna get one?
Of course you can.
Wow.
Oh,
I guess no.
Yeah.
Oh, you're eating all of them?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting
Very
game. How do you feel? Competitive first half.
Yeah, very competitive, but we played a good team.
We won.
Right.
37-1.
Final score 37-1, I believe.
yeah.
Final score.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
100%. No cap.
No cap. No
Right.
kizzy,
All right.
no
Cool.
kizzy cap.
No kizzy cap. On God.
On God.
All right. We're done.
Signing off, playing softball.
Adrian Walters signing off.
All right. Congratulations, ladies, on a fun season. That'll be it next Wednesday, next Thursday, right here on GSPN. Have a good night.